John, stay with us. I'm going to come back to you. There's a breaking development that has come in. These developments are coming in very fast. I will come back to you for a reaction on this. Viewers, breaking news coming in. This is from the US President Donald Trump. Donald Trump has promised to ensure the free flow of energy to the world. Trump put out a post on social media where he said, effective immediately, I have ordered the United States Development Finance Corporation to provide at a very reasonable price political risk insurance and guarantees for the financial security of all maritime trade, especially energy, traveling through the Gulf. And this will be available to all shipping lines. If necessary, the United States Navy will begin escorting tankers through the Strait of Hormuz. As soon as possible, no matter what, the United States will ensure the free flow of energy to the world. The United States' economic and military might is the greatest on earth. More actions to come. Now, this is what Trump has said, that the US Navy may begin escorting tankers through the Strait of Hormuz to ensure the free flow of energy. And this is after Iran has blocked the critical waterway, which usually sees 20% of the world's oil flow through it on a daily basis. Oil prices have been surging since the war began and Iran closed the strait. This is the big development we're bringing to you. Donald Trump has promised to ensure the free flow of energy to the world across the Strait of Hormuz, and this he's offering at a reasonable price for political risk insurance. All right, let me quickly cut across now to our correspondent, my colleague Susan Tehrani, who's joining me from New York. Susan, another business adventure here in terms of providing security for the tensions in the strait caused due to the war started by US. How do you see it?
It's very interesting because remember, this comment by President Trump comes at a time when the president and the Pentagon says that they have destroyed 11 of Iran's ships in and around the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz, and the Iranian Navy is essentially non-existent. It appears that those operations may have been successful enough for the president to be able to make the comment that he's making right now. That's one aspect of it. Another aspect of it is the issue of insurance, that some of these ships were concerned about, that their shipping companies wouldn't provide insurance should they get attacked by the Iranians in the Strait of Hormuz. Because, you know, the Iranians, ultimately, the reason these ships aren't traveling through the Strait of Hormuz is, well, Iran warns them. Iran can't technically close it. It can just make it very expensive for these ships. And it appears that that cost has decreased with American attacks, and that's why President Trump is making these comments. But I think we'll get more clarity from CENTCOM and the Pentagon in the next hours or so.
Susan, thanks so much for getting us the latest on that. Let me now go across to John Rossimondo. John, thanks so much for staying with us. Let me bring Susan's points to you. She mentioned, the targets on the Iranian Navy. Perhaps US has been able to diminish the force of the Iranian Navy there, and along with that also providing security to ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran can't close it, but they are threatening to attack any ship which comes there, which they do not want passing through. So at this point, how do you see the developments in the Strait of Hormuz with this statement that has come in from the US president?
Well, it's a welcome sign of President Trump putting his foot down and showing strength. President Reagan did the same thing in 1988 when he reflagged Kuwaiti tankers and had the U.S. Navy escorting during the height of the Iran-Iraq War. And we had something called Operation Praying Mantis in 1988 after one of our frigates, the USS Samuel B. Roberts, hit a mine in which we destroyed about half the Navy in a day, the Iranian Navy. So this is just a reassertion of American policy going back 40 years. We let Iran get out of hand for 40 years, and we're here now.
John, as far as these developments are concerned, they're coming at us at a very, very fast pace. How long do you think a war this intense is going to sustain from either side?
Well, I think that President Trump is going to do it until the Iranian side decides to accept terms. I talked to somebody on the inside and said, they're open to negotiations with the Iranians, but they have to be willing to accept that they will stop their support of their proxies. They will stop intimidating their neighbors. They will stop oppressing their people, and they will enact like a normal nation instead of a fanatical criminal regime that we haven't seen since Imperial Japan.